Fuck. The warm up is
Hey,
always the
what's up, everyone? I'm Sam. We're on my co-host Stank and Poppy Latte, and you're watching The Loose Cannons, brought to you by Sauce and Wings, keeping the Tampa Bay area sauced up with the best wings, loaded mac, vegan, vegetarian-friendly options. Check them out. Sauce and Wings stay saucy. They will be at our tailgate this Sunday. Mac and cheese, the whole fucking shebang. They're going to be awesome. Check it out. Come hang out with us. Also brought to you by our friends over at For the Bay Clothing, forthebayclothingco.com. Tampa Bay sports, freaking hats, tank tops, hoodies, shirts. They got everything, dude. All the merch you could possibly want. Get 10% off your order using the code 4TBLoose. Check them out. Show them some love because they show us love and they love Tampa Bay. We are joined tonight by the pride and joy of Orangeburg, South Carolina, the East Tennessee legend, NFL Pro Bowler, Buccaneers legend, future Buccaneers Ring of Honor inductee, and most importantly, Loose Cannons Hall of Fame member, the Donnie Iceman Abraham. Donnie, welcome to fucking playoff football, baby. What's up?
Hey, let's go, man. It's playoff time now. This is when the real football starts now.
This is when it fucking matters. Donnie, before we dive into all of the Bucs and Eagles talk, I gotta get your I gotta hear from you, man. Your boy, your running mate, Ronde, is one step away from being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
The golden jacket, that beautiful bald head of his is going to be on a bust. I would love to hear your thoughts, considering you played with him. You guys are basically like brothers. He was the heat to your ice. All of that good stuff, the fire to your ice, sorry. What are your thoughts on him getting there and does that, finally getting to kind of get to that point and why does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, just from a teammate perspective?
I mean, 100% he deserves to be in. I mean, like we talked about it before, when your name is associated with the only, I mean, he's the only corner or DB with the number of interceptions and sacks that he has. He's the only one. He's meant so much to this organization. I mean, just we going up against Philly, and everybody know the big Philly play, the interception for a touchdown sentence. Move him on. I mean, he deserves to be there. I mean, especially with the way the Hall of Fame is set up now, it's about the importance of a player to his team, and nobody has been as important to a team as Ronde has been to Tampa. So he definitely 100% deserves to be in. He should get in. I guess I could be a little biased because I'm his teammate. But I'm ready to go back to Canton, so he got to get in.
Hey, Donnie, you know what else? You can associate the word only with Ronde as well. He's the only player to shut down the vet. Fuck you, Philly.
That's a
Before it was
great
fuck the Saints. Listen, before it was fuck the Saints. Listen, I can speak for Sam or I can speak for Stank. Donnie, you played against him. Listen. Deep in the loins, way down here in the base, in the base low.
You say in the piece?
Fuck the fucking Eagles, man. I hate the Eagles. I hate them. Listen, Sammer put it perfectly. I cried like a fucking bitch when I saw Ronde pick off that pass. That's the first time their tear ducts activated in my life. It was amazing.
Dude, I didn't cry. I didn't cry as a baby. I didn't cry as an infant. Didn't cry as a toddler. Didn't cry as a child. Didn't cry as a teenager until that moment. 18 years of age. Something started happening in my eyes I've never experienced before in my life. And I just started crying. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I acting like a bitch right now? But we're going to fucking Super Bowl. It was unfucking believable. Go ahead, Stank.
I mean, that moment, it touched me for life. We got a chance to hang out with Ronde at the golf tournament, and it was emotional, man. I had to tell him in person how much that moment meant to me because it was huge. Just like they said, I cried like a little bitch. I jumped in the pool. I celebrated. It was a bigger celebration for me than the actual Super Bowl. And
we knew.
Go back what Latte just said. Fuck Philly just rolls off the tongue. There's something about it. It just rolls right off the tongue.
Just beautiful. But like the fuck you gotta hit the Saints. Fuck the Saints. But you're right. The smoothness of fuck Philly. It just fuck Philly. By the way, everyone in the chat, and I'm gonna say it again later when we have a little more people in here. But I really missed. It's been a phenomenal season, guys. It's been a great ride. We lost one of our brothers before the season started, who understood better than anyone how deep and how nasty this rivalry is. Just want to say one more time, rest in peace, Mark Cook.
Yep.
Today's kiss a ginger day or whatever. I wish I can, smack one on him. We miss you, bro, and I know he's rooting for this team, and I know what this rivalry meant to him and how much he fucking hated Philadelphia, just like all of us too. So rest in peace, bro. And let's get this playoff run for you.
It's no coincidence that it's Kiss a Ginger Day on the 5-month anniversary of his passing.
6 months, and look, I told you guys are playing. He's right here right next to me every day in my office. Miss you, bro.
Yeah.
Very cool, dude. All right, Donnie. You hate the Eagles, yeah? Tell me you hate the Eagles.
I don't have hate in my heart,
I don't like this at all, man.
I don't hate anybody, but if I had to say something, I'm ready for us to beat the Eagles down.
All right. I like that.
I like it.
We got Levante. We got Levante coming back. We got JPP. Apparently, he's coming back. We got Shaq Barrett coming back. Seems to be a healthy defense for as much as we know. All right.
Excuse me, Giovanni Bernard.
Okay, I'm talking about the defense right here. We'll get
with
there.
the playoff mustache, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You see mine? You guys see my playoff mustache?
Shut your
Stop, dude.
You still look like cancer.
Antonio Brown's weird platinum mustache looks better than whatever the fuck you got.
I told you guys a long time ago. I can't listen. There are 10-year-olds out there that can grow a better mustache. This shit, you go to any 7-Eleven right now and find a woman with a better mustache than I got right now.
Yep, I agree there. I had a bigger mustache at age 8 than you do now as a grown-ass man.
Hey, any 7-Eleven Texas or any lunch lady, dude. Right, like 1,000% any lunch lady, 1,000%.
All right,
he said damn cold sores.
Let me go and finish my question.
I don't have cold sores. What the fuck?
I was gonna say, now that we have Levante David back and Shaq Barrett and JPP, last couple weeks, Donnie, this run defense has looked kind of shaky. We're going against a team that ran the ball pretty well in the first matchup with us. They've run the ball pretty well throughout the season. They've gotten better towards the end of the season. Speak to how important it is to have a guy like Levante. I feel like he's more important than the other two that I mentioned in a game like this against a team that is predominantly a running team from both the running back position and the quarterback position.
I mean, it's huge to get those guys back because you listen to BA talk and all the guys talk this week. Philly is a much improved team than what they played back in October. I think they finished this year with the #1 rushing attack in the league. They're playing with a little bit more confidence now, a little bit more comfortable with what the what the quarterback can do now. So it's crucial, is vital, is very important that we get all of our pieces back because this is when it starts. The one thing you don't want to do is the first game lay a dud, because this is it. This is the playoffs. You win or you go home. So our guys got to be ready. You read some of the news clippings. Say Tom Brady got the guys laser focused this week. They're going to be focused. They're going to be ready to play. Philly will be a better team than we face in October, but we'll be close to full strength as can be. So we'll be ready to go as well too. So I'm excited for this game this weekend. I think it's going to be awesome, a home game. Tampa's going to be ready to go.
Donnie, is there anything to the fact, and obviously, I'd love to get Stank and Sammer's opinion, but yours as a player. They're all NFL players. They're all NFL teams, right? You can't take anybody lightly. But since they played the Bucs, right, they did finish much better, but they played the Lions, the Broncos, good defense, but the Giants, Washington, whose defense was horrible this year. Like, their opponents, their strength of schedule was really, really weak to close the season. So, yes, they finished much better, but they also played teams that aren't in the same neighborhood as us.
They also didn't beat anybody with a winning record the entire season also.
They did not. Is there something to that, or is it, you can still get hot and, the momentum, I get it, but they haven't really played anybody.
Right. I don't think there's anything to that just because it's playoffs. Your #1 job is to first get to the dance, get in the dance. And they've done that. And any given Sunday or Saturday for the playoffs, a team can get hot, a team can find motivation, a team can play their best game. So the Bucs, I mean, we're going to have to be ready to go. I mean, we can't look at who their opponents were finishing the year. That's irrelevant right now. It's winner takes all, winner moves on. And so the Bucs have to be ready to play because they're going to get an inspired Philly team that has a chance. I mean, they have a chance. They're in the playoffs. All you got to do is play hard for 60 minutes, and any player can get motivated for that.
Hasn't the season taught all of us that? I mean, look at last week. The Colts just need to win and get in, and they get stomped by the Jaguars. Didn't we prove that last season when we went into the playoffs as the one of the Cinderella underdogs? There was something to that.
Are you saying Tom Brady is Carson Wentz?
Come on, man.
They have Carson fuck up Wentz, dude. Come on.
No, they don't have Carson Wentz.
The Colts had Carson Wentz.
I'm talking about the Eagles. The Eagles don't have Carson.
I'm saying that's why they lost to the Jags, dude. Come on, we don't have Carson Wentz.
Not the same though, Sam. Not the same thing. We weren't a Cinderella. Like we had Tom Brady, we had Antonio Brown, we had Mike Evans, we had Godwin. We were not a Cinderella underdog team.
On a 7-game win streak. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on. Well,
listen. The only big difference is going to be last year we didn't have a home playoff game. We had to do it all on the road.
Correct.
This year there's home games, and as a player, there's a lot of distractions when you play at home versus when you play on the road. So that's going to be something. Hopefully it won't affect us, because now you're in front of your home crowd. You want to do good. You got your family, friends in. Everybody want tickets as a playoff game. You got a lot more distractions when you play at home than you do on the road. But I don't think that will affect us because we have a veteran team. I think we got a lot of veteran players. I don't think that would affect us. So I don't think that would be an issue, but that is a little something to watch.
All right, listen.
I thought you had a question, Stank.
I was waiting for you to chime in, bitch.
Not just the veteran team. Like I don't see guys like 13 and guys like Gronk, and we have a veteran team. I think Donnie put it perfectly. But also, did Donnie? Did you get a chance to see the I Am Athlete podcast with our boy over there, Shady McCoy?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Ooh, it is juicy. You should check it out. He talks about Tom Brady and how he is the best leader that he's ever played with. He's like, man, we had a group text with him, and the dude was just everything we think that we can, that we kind of throw out there and we imagine. He confirmed, Donnie. He's like, man, we can text from him in the middle of the night, bro. Like, hey, number 81 or number whatever that corner, he's susceptible to the double move. This guy's hips are stiff. This guy's, he can't cover on the inside. Like he had in detail, dude, just insanity, and texting that to the entire offensive group. He said they had a separate text that was like, are you fucking seeing this shit? This dude, he has the entire breakdown. They don't need, it's like another coach. It's insane, man, what this guy has done. And no wonder at 44 he's still doing what he's doing. It just doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense.
For a player that has played so long, I mean, he's seen everything.
Yeah.
He pretty much knows every defense. You're not really going to surprise him. The only thing that you can do to him is you got to make more plays, or you got to be an aggressive against them, because if you're not and you just sit back, he's going to pick you apart. So I mean, he's been playing for what, 40 years? I mean, it's been
it feels like
it feels like he's been playing for 40 years. So but he's seen everything, he knows everything. He has his routine. He probably has a lot of people that do a lot of research for him. So when he walks into the building, I know a lot of times when they play on Sunday, BA give him off to Wednesday, but I guarantee you Tom Brady is not off to Wednesday. He's in there the next day prepping for the next team. So he probably has a group of guys that gets him all this information so he can just soak it up and he can deliver this information to his players.
It's funny you said that because I heard him on his Let's Go podcast say that exact thing. He said when he first came into the league, after a win, he'd go out and have dinner and do this and that. And now, as soon as the game's over, he's breaking down film. He gets to bed early. He's taking care of his body. He's hydrating. He's doing all these things that the young guys don't do. Or they're not trained to do that. talking about his longevity and things like that, but obviously in preparation, he's the cheat code, man. That guy's seen it all.
Absolutely. Hey, we got a troll in the chat, Donnie, that wants to know, hey Donnie, did you ever play against Brady? He really like to know.
We answered that question
a couple of
times.
I
played against Brady.
Well,
I didn't play against him a lot when we were in Tampa because the NFC and the AFC thing. But when I was in New York at the Jets, we were in the same division as New England. So
yeah,
we saw him twice.
Sorry about that. I was going to ask you, Donnie, knowing this Eagles team and what they like to do, they do a run of they run Jalen Hurts a lot. They run the ball right up the fucking gut with these running backs that they have. They're a pretty good running team. You as a defensive player, what is the game plan? How are you getting the Bucs ready here? How did the Bucs defense win this game?
Well, I mean, you gotta take away what they do best. I mean, they run the ball, which is the strength of our defense. Is stopping the run. I mean, I don't know. We keep turning on the TV watching games, and offenses try to do quarterback sneaks versus us. I'm like, are you serious? or what those guys we got in the middle, and you want to do a quarterback sneak and stuff? But I mean, that's the strong point of my game, and like I said, it's going to help that we're getting a lot of our players back. So I think the first thing we got to do is we got to stop the run, and we got to make Jalen Hurts a one-dimensional quarterback. We can't let him use his legs to beat us. We have to take that away from us, make him have to throw the ball, and I think if we do that, then the scale would tip towards our favor. Like I said, we got our guys healthy back now, secondary back intact, so we're gonna be ready to go. But we definitely have to stop what they do best, which is run the ball, and I think we set up well versus that.
I think what's interesting as a team, and I mean, you play, Donnie, like you trying to block a lot of stuff out, but there's also newspaper stuff, like clippings, like bulletin board material. And everyone knows that we've been a dominant run defense for the last 3-4 years, like dominant, top 3 in the league, top 5 in the league consistently. And we're number 3 currently, but over the last 8 games, we've been, I think, ranked 15th, 16th, they said. But nationally, people are talking about that and how the Eagles are the number 2 rushing offense, and they're going to run it down our throats. I think that's bulletin board stuff, Donnie, because you're missing guys like Shaq Barrett. You're missing guys like JPP. You're missing Levante David, who is a leader. And I'm sorry, I love him, but 45 does not look the same without 54 next to him. So I think they're going to take that, like, we're already a Super Bowl caliber team / defense. And then you're going to go poke the bear and say, they're not that good anymore. Look at them. They're ranked 15th, 16th over the last 8 weeks. Well, no shit. We haven't had our fucking horses. So it's going to be interesting when we come back healthy now.
Yeah, the Bucs will be motivated. And it's one of those things is when you have a veteran team can almost get bored a little bit. There's a long season.
Look bored against the Panthers, I'll be honest with you.
They done add a game. They added a game. They added a week. A veteran team wants to get the season over with so they can get down to business and get to the playoffs. That's where we're at right now. So the Bucs will be motivated. Yes, that will be locker room, bulletin board material. I guarantee you Todd Bowles will have those guys ready. Those guys are going to be hunting, and they're going to play like the number 1 run-stopping defense on Sunday.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a little bit of a chess match. Obviously, the Eagles know what we know. So the game plan may be a little bit different. I have a feeling they're going to move the pocket quite a bit, try to get some easy throws for Jalen. Try to get him out on the edge where the defensive ends have to make some decisions, and use the tight ends and use that old school type of mentality and try to smash mouth us. Because I think that's what teams like New Orleans, kind of they have the blueprint for how to attack us. It's that physical style. So I see the Eagles trying that, and I think obviously Bowles, we know what our weaknesses are too. Bowles is going to come out with a game plan to kind of match that.
Here's the thing though, with that, right? I saw somebody mention, not in this podcast, but on Twitter that, it's going to be interesting. We haven't been that great against the run over the last 8 weeks. One, I just made my point. We haven't been healthy. And the other point that's been made is, well, Josh Allen ran those quarterback power runs and ran all over us. And it's like, I said that in the post game. And I said that when we played the Eagles as well. The difference between Josh Allen, Donnie, and you played, You can't be that aggressive. If he gets out of the pocket, if somebody like Jalen gets out of the pocket, you're going to come up and thump him, come up and attack him. If somebody like Josh Allen gets out of the pocket, man, you got to play the fence, right? You see it happens to DBs in the red zone all the time where it's like, go up and get the quarterback, or if I do, he's going to throw it over my head in the end zone and the guy's wide open, or if I stay, he's going to run in. Man, with Josh Allen, bro, if you come up, he's going to launch that fucking thing 80 yards over your head. He's got that ability. Jalen does not have that ability. I mean, for Christ's sakes, in the first game, we had no SMB, no Carlton Davis. Our number one corner was Jamel Dean, and the dude had 73 yards of total offense in the first half. 120 yards passing for the whole game, and we gave them 2 huge penalties that Jamel Dean had pass interference on. They don't move the ball without that. They just don't. So with all of our guys healthy, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be fucking, cocky or nothing, but I feel pretty damn good.
Well,
Stop it, PTSD tank.
Yeah, Todd is going to.
It's no PTSD. It's not PTSD. You know what I mean? It's not PTSD. I mean, look what we did against Mahomes. We've obviously had success. You done? We've obviously had success against mobile quarterbacks. Obviously, on the big stage with Mahomes, they know how to game plan against a mobile quarterback for sure.
Well, they're gonna stop the run because that's what they do best. In this defense, Todd Bowles takes away what you do best, and he makes you try to beat them with their weakness pretty much. Mm-hmm. The thing with the Jalen, we have exotic players, exotic scheme on defense. We're gonna get his eyes down, looking down to the rush, and when he does that, then there's a wrap. And so we're gonna take away the run. Don't allow him to get comfortable, and we're gonna send pressure to where he's more focused on the pressure, and then instead of his receivers and stuff downfield. So I mean that's gonna be the game plan. And I mean, like I said, they really haven't, down the stretch they haven't played any strong teams, and I just think with the amount of pressure that the Bucs can bring, and the way they can push the pocket in the middle. That Hurts' eyes is going to be looking at the rush instead of looking at his receivers, and I think that's going to help us out a lot.
Not just that, Donnie. We can bring pressure, but again, the first game we had no Carlton Davis, who's a top 5 corner in this league, right. No SMB. So now you can combine, which is what Todd Bowles loves to do. You can combine pressure with that press man, and the quarterback's got to hold that ball that half a second longer. It's what the Saints do to us, right? They have a great front four. They play physical with their corners. You can't get open quick, and your quarterback's holding the ball, looking at the rush, and all of a sudden you get popped. If we shut down the run and Jalen Hurts is put in that position, I'm sorry. I feel really damn good about our chances. Donnie, really quick, I'm going to sneak this one in. Then sorry, Sam, you can get yours. Jonas Steckler, question for Mr. Abraham. Did you have any superstitions during the regular season that you would carry over to the playoffs, or would you change some things up during the playoffs?
No, whatever your routine was, you stuck with that. You don't really change anything up because of the playoffs. Because once you start, if you got a routine and you change it up, guess what you start doing? You start doubting it. Like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have changed it up. This is happening. No. So whatever your routine was during the season, you stick with it. And every player had a different routine. Every player had something they did. But whatever that was, you do not change it up going into the playoffs.
Donnie, you played in Tampa for a number of years, so you've played your fair share of rainy games. It's supposed to be pretty rainy this Sunday. It's supposed to be wet out there. It might be a sloppy game. Does that play to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' advantage? When you were a Buccaneer player, did that play to our advantage, or was that something that kind of affects everybody the same? I mean, this Eagles team, they're kind of used to cold weather, really. I don't know if they're too used to the sloppy, wet conditions. Who does that actually favor when it comes down to it?
I don't think it favors either team. I mean, because all 22 players, they're out in the element. They're in the rain. They're wet. The biggest thing you can try to do is, make sure your clothes stay dry. Whether that's coming out in pregame, not what you're going to wear during the game, but maybe putting something on that can get wet in pregame. Then when you go back in, you change it to something dry, because every athlete hates being uncomfortable, and when you're wet, and when your shoes got water in it, and when things like that, it's just not a good thing. So you just gotta. Both teams just gotta make sure that they bring extra clothing, you know, so they can, when they go back in after pregame warm up, they can change in some dry stuff. You know, during the game, if it starts to pour down and rain, hey, it is what it is. Philly, like you said, they're used to the cold weather. They run the ball, so you know, some people gonna say where it favors Philly, but again, we got the best run stopping defense in the league, so I don't think it favors either team.
Okay, I was gonna follow that up with another question of the Buccaneers this season have a pretty high number of missed tackles, and to no surprise, the number one on this team in missed tackles is Devin White, and a lot of people attribute that to the fact that he tries to tackle pretty high. He's not getting low, trying to get you through your abdomen. He's trying to tackle guys up around the shoulder. Looks a little cooler, but it doesn't actually work out, especially when he's close to that quarterback. At this point in the season, can that be really fixed or focused on in practice? Is that something that just you got to go with it? The fact that you don't have those fundamentals down at this point, you can't really do much with it. And how much of that level of intensity like rises into the playoffs when you go into a game?
Well, I mean, it's just something you just at this point you just got to deal with it. I mean, at this point you just got to get the guys on the ground any way you can. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you get into the playoffs, I mean, it is all about making plays by any means necessary, and that's what they got to do. I mean, like you said, he has a high number of missed tackles. But the playoffs, man, is all about effort. It's all about getting off the field, and it's all about making plays by any means necessary.
You know what, Donnie, though, I think it's not just, and Sammer mentioned intensity, right? You mentioned something earlier about veteran teams like getting a little bored. I think it's not just the level of intensity goes up, but I think it's, as a veteran team, particularly with this one, the focus, right? Like, you focus on the details, and I think that's where you're going to see the difference, Sammer, in reference to the cleaner tackling and stuff like that. I think 45 is going to have a big game this Sunday. If Levante plays, 45 is going to have a big game because I'm not Todd, right? I mean, Sammer's like, they go golfing every. It's insane. The bromance is insane. So Sammer would know, but I have, if somebody's going to spy Jalen, it's going to be 45.
Yep.
Anywhere he's going to be like Derek Brooke was to Michael Vick. And then I got to get a real quick one in. Russ Week said it because of the weather, guys. And I agree. Donnie, what do you think because of the weather? How about a little misdirection, little Scotty Miller jet sweep? How about a little jet sweeps? I see it coming again. He got 2 of them last week. The weather's nasty. You get Philly going one way. What? All of a sudden, you got a little number 10 fucking. I could see it. I could see it.
Man, that was
sweet.
It just felt good to see.
It feel right. It feel right.
Fresh legs. He looks like he's running twice as fast as the rest of the guys out there. It's nice to see Scotty. I think maybe they were saving him for the playoffs, man.
Coolest part.
You know what I felt?
Coolest part of that play came to my mind was 70 fucking rumbling down the fucking.
No, that's our rookie center, bro.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, I like this fucking guy right here. We got a fucking depth piece. There we go.
I'm gonna go Matrix reference, Stank, but not Sammer. He's never watched them because he's never watched any good movie.
No. Whoa, watch yourself, man. Watch yourself.
I mean.
I've seen all the Back to the Futures and all the Beverly Hills Cops.
Lord of the Rings, nope. No. Harry Potter, nope. Matrix, nope.
Star Wars, nope.
Listen, I'm gonna go
Goonies,
back to.
nope.
I'm gonna go to a Matrix reference, Stank. You said it, and I just thought about it. I don't know why, man. With Scotty, you said it just felt right. It felt like when the Oracle told me, "Eat this cookie, and you'll feel right as rain." It just felt right. It just felt good.
It did, bro.
It felt good watching 10 getting a 40 yards, just leaping in. You always think he's gonna get hurt because he's so little. He's fucking on the ground, and then he pops up, and it's all good. It just felt good, and then he rode the scooter. He rode the scooter with Mike on the sideline. It's fucking amazing. Playoff Scotty's back. This is what he does, bro. He's just playoffs. He's just a playoff dude.
He had 1 play last playoffs. Relax. All right.
Hey. No, he actually had 2. He had a 15-yard sliding catch against Washington. He had the play against Green Bay, and then he had a big catch to move the sticks in the Super Bowl. But that play, I think Scott was talking on Beauty Report. He may not have 10 catches in a game, but his plays are impactful, bro. They're big fucking plays. That play against Green Bay was – we don't win the game without that play. I mean, Green Bay came back in the second half a little bit because Tom kind of went Winston on us.
You could argue that touchdown is what made us too cocky and allowed them back in the game to begin with. So
stop it.
I'm just saying.
I will not stand here for the fucking Scotty Miller fucking blasphemy bullshit, bro.
Donnie will tell you. Donnie will tell you he'd rather cover
Stop
a guy like Scotty and try to tackle a guy like Scotty all day over a guy like Mike.
What? Hey, what? Stan, can you explain? I'm stuttering. What is going on? Because Donnie, somebody in the chat help me. What happened? Were we not all in cahoots that it was Scotty Miller, wide receiver 1? All of a sudden, Scotty gets hurt. They stop using him, and Sammer comes back, and now he wants to. What is the hate on Scotty? Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from?
He's been injured all season long.
He starts out by hating on Devin White, questioning his tackling ability. I mean, listen, the guy's been out there with a bunch of scrubs around him. Mentor's out there trying to do his job. Yeah, hurt hip, hasn't been healthy.
I'm not talking about him angles. I'm not talking about him in coverage. When he's at the point of tackle and attack, he's going high and he's missing. Donnie will tell you can't fix it.
I don't question this.
Donnie, you're supposed to tackle her on your shoulders or not?
Sammer, shut your mouth. Let Snake finish. Why are we getting Scotty Miller hate? He's like the most lovable dude on the team.
I'm a Cyril Grayson guy. I switched over, man.
He's like a cute little action figure, bro. It's amazing.
I'm a Cyril Grayson guy. And
is it because you just put out a serial killer shirt? Is that why?
I mean, it might be. But listen, here's the thing.
Shirts, bro.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
That's a business move there.
2 weeks in a row, we were beating the drum.
Nobody's talking about that. 2 weeks in a row, he makes a shirt, the receiver gets hurt.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, we were beating the drum for a certain receiver, and that motherfucker either fucking lost his mind and flipped the fuck out, or fucking gets injured.
Scotty shirt this
right?
week,
so
Don't
listen, I'm going against. I'm all anti-Scotty Miller this week. All right, you got to just read between the fucking lines here. I don't want to. Scotty Miller fucking takes off his pants, runs off the fucking field against Philly, says peace out. I don't want to see that, so I got to hate on Scotty this week.
Hey, Sammer, I have a question for you, bro.
Oh, boy.
All right.
As a graphic designer,
oh shit,
our quarterback just released a merchandise line. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I did.
$90.
What do you think of the graphics? What do you think of
some
those?
repurposed material from China with a logo slapped on it. Yeah, $90 for some.
You
joggers.
call that a logo? What font is that? First of all, I know you know it by heart.
Yeah, I do. Listen, we're not.
What is it?
I can't speak on something that involved an NDA. All right. I don't want to be involved in that.
Bro, if you design that,
hey, listen.
Bad.
Listen, I got to go back to something that Donnie said. Donnie said that veteran teams get bored and they need to get the season over with to get to the playoffs. So what you're telling me, Donnie, you're a veteran player in the NFL at one point. Veteran players don't like the appetizers when they go out to dinner. They want to get to the fucking meal and dessert.
Veteran players want to get to the point where.
Do you like appetizers or not? I'm not talking about football.
Where their legacy can be validated.
Do you like appetizers or dessert?
I like dessert.
All right, see, veteran player. Veteran player's like, hey, get this shit out of my way. I'm not trying to get full before the fucking good stuff comes out. I get it.
Exactly.
By the way, me and Snake were having this conversation when we did the pod before the pod earlier in the week. Or it might have been the week prior. As it relates to what's left on the team, right? AB lost his mind and he's out with Ye. And Ye, is it Ye? I don't fucking know. I feel like the old man. Like, how do the young kids say it? Is it Ye? Is it Ye? I don't fucking know. It's Kanye West, bro.
You say crazy.
He's out there making,
it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. He's making some rap song. Okay, whatever. But listen, we were talking about it. You know, he's gone. You know, damn it, Godwin's gone. That one hurts. We're done to Mike. And I put a post out saying like, hey, before all of those guys, before Brady, for anybody, Mike was our whole ass offense. He was all we had. He's a fucking dog. He's a beast. He proved that last week. They moved him around a little bit. They probably didn't show everything they're going to do with him. But like Donnie was just saying now, when you're Mike Evans, yes, you're a leader. You're going to play at a certain level. You're going to push hard. And I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, right? I don't know Mike like that. But
what do you want to know? I know
playoffs and stuff like this, Donnie. What do you want to know, right? You're going to text him. Playoffs and scenarios like this are things that I would imagine players like yourself when you were a vet and like Mike, you get up for that because these are legacy like setting games. Mike's legacy is already set, but in reference or in the sense of the playoffs. Last year he didn't really get to shine too much in the playoffs. When you go on a run like Larry Fitzgerald went in the playoffs, like you are solidified. He's already a first ballot Hall of Fame. But you understand what I'm trying to say, guys? You know what I'm saying, Donnie? Like to be dominant in the playoffs when everyone's watching just like puts a fucking stamp on it. Like fuck everyone. It's not only my first ballot, Pro Bowls. I got a Super Bowl. I was dominant in this stretch when my team needed me because Guy went down and because AB lost his fucking mind, wanted to go do a fucking rap record. Am I right there? Is that what you mean? Like getting up for this?
Well, this is. I mean, the playoffs is what it's all about. I mean, you can't get to the Super Bowl unless you get into the playoffs. So the teams that get in the playoffs, but it's not necessarily that you have to get up for it, because you don't really change anything. Like, to me, if you're a great player, you were a great player all year, and you continue to be that great player. It is not all of a sudden, okay, I chilled here. Now it's time for me to pick it up. No, I never believed in picking it up. Like, I never believed in rivalry games to me from college or high school. I'm like, because to me, every week is a rivalry game. The way you should approach it mentally and physically as a player. So they don't have to get up for this game. They just have to be more detailed and understand that every play now means a little bit more. But you don't have to change what you're doing. And which I think, and having a veteran team, they understand that. They understand that, now we have to make this tackle, because if I miss this tackle, it is now going to be more elevated. It's more, it counts more now, because if we lose this game, we go home. There's no tomorrow.
Donnie, you just gave us your first Donnie Abraham T-shirt. Every game is a fucking rivalry game.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a great fucking shirt.
Iceman.
No. Add it to the fucking fan law, Stank. Every week, this motherfucker can't make a shirt. You cannot make a shirt. No shirts, bro. No shirts.
Listen.
The last two shirts
Donnie gonna get hurt on the golf course tomorrow?
No,
come on,
yeah,
bro.
Hey, come on now, State. Don't say that, please.
Don't say that, man.
Pull a cab or something.
No, I just don't want any bad juju out there. The last two shirts he's made, bad shit has happened. The dude,
listen,
we won a Super Bowl with this guy making shirts constantly. I'm not afraid of Sammer's shirts.
We'll release it at the end of the season after we celebrate another Super Bowl. It's no big deal, man.
I like the shirt idea.
I want to mention a comment. Jonas Steckler says Johnson in the slot about to explode in these playoffs. He's right. He's going to go right up the fucking center, the cheeks, or the fucking playoffs and just explode.
Hey, everybody be quiet, because Crown said the super chat came away. I'm sorry, Crown. We're having a great conversation. My bad. He did give a super chat. Shout out to you, bro. He said, who is everyone's breakout player for the playoffs? I have Jordan Whitehead elevating to a new level. 1 pick, 1 sack versus the Eagles.
Hey, Crown. Wait. Crown, look in my eyes. I love you, bro.
Okay. We all love you.
Thank you for your
we all love you.
What were you going to say to me, Latte?
I was going to say, who's your breakout player for this? I don't know if you mean this game. You said playoffs, but he said playoffs, but he went ahead and gave his stats.
We'll start with this game.
We'll start with this game. Who's your breakout player for this game? Sammer, go.
Honestly, man, I just have this feeling that SMB's going to show up like he did last season in the playoffs.
Honestly, I like that fucking
He's got his hands.
SMB.
He's been close to getting his hands on a couple of balls. You know how I am about getting hands on balls. I'm big advocate of that. He's been close. Carlton Davis has been close. I feel like that dam is going to burst, and he's going to come away with a plethora of picks throughout this postseason. A postseason plethora of picks. That's what I'm going to call that.
Yeah. I kind of called him out this week on Twitter, too. I hope he saw it. It's time. It's time for playoff SMB. He had 4 interceptions last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
He's been chilling. Listen. He's like Donnie. He doesn't want appetizers. He wants dessert.
Hey! You gave me an answer. On to the next. Stank. Who's your breakout player? Go.
It's a guy who just makes plays when we need him. Always. He's always there for key plays when you need the turnover, when you need the fumble recovery. It's Antoine Winfield Jr., bro. I feel like we've taken for granted how good this fucking kid is. Like, this guy is a ball. He's just a ball magnet, bro. And as much as Sammer loves balls, I would assume we'd have Antoine Winfield Jr. ball magnet shirt or something like that. But after the playoffs, right? But yeah, it's Ant-Man.
Ant-Man can't have too much love, bro. He made the most legendary shirt that we have on our fucking
true story.
Legit.
It's the best shirt ever.
Yeah, it's Ant-Man. It's gonna be Ant-Man. I'm not asking for it. It's gonna be him. Just because that's what he does.
Yeah.
How do you feel about balls?
I love balls. I mean, I love my balls. I take care of my balls.
You love when DBs get their hands on balls, yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, me too, man.
I mean, we've got one of the greatest DBs of all time on the show right now. How do you feel about balls in your hands?
Who was a ball hawk, by the way?
Donnie loved getting his hands on balls. Donnie loved getting his hands on those balls.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, not only did he love to get his hands on balls, he kept every single one of those balls that he got his hands on.
Wasn't a ball he touched that he didn't keep.
That's a ball lover, right?
All my balls intact.
Donnie said he got all the balls. I got all the balls.
Takes good care of them. Keeps them fucking fresh. Keeps them in little fucking displays. I like that.
He even brands his balls. He even brands them.
Hey, Sammer,
They get flat a little sometimes. They just pump them up a little bit.
That's age, Donnie. That's age. Me and you, Donnie. I know how that feels, bro.
Sometimes balls get a little bit older and they lose a little bit of that, but you sometimes got to pump them back up, right?
Yes, Donnie, who's your breakout player for this game, bro?
I always, to me, the playoffs is about the other players. To me, so I like Scotty Miller. I like some of the other guys that step up and make plays because Mike Evans is going to do what he does. Tom Brady is going to do what he does. These guys are going to do what they do. Our players who played all year are going to do what they do. The playoff to me is about the importance of the other players. Who's going to step up? And that's when you get the dominance in the playoffs. So if we get some players like Scotty Miller to step up, we get SMB back, we get these guys playing. I mean, that to me, that's where the playoffs will win or loss with the other guys.
Donnie, are you saying like a Joe Jaravicious moment against the Eagles, something like that?
Yes.
I mean, that's what Scotty Miller's touchdown against Green Bay was.
Yeah, it was the Jaravicious moment.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah.
To me, that's where the key to me in the playoffs come is the other guys. If they step up, then that's it. Because our guys who normally do stuff, they're gonna do what they normally do. We need the other guy, the surprise guy, to come out and have a big game. That's where you get the playoffs.
We tend to focus on the defensive side when we have you on the show, Donnie, and kind of shift a little bit to the offensive side. But I will say that I think the key to this game is the two offensive line. Just anything that happens down there in the trenches on both sides, defensive line, offensive line. If we win that on our side, I think we win this game. But again, it's only Mike Evans really that's a star player in the wide receiver core, and we got Tyler Johnson, we got Richard Perriman.
I didn't want to give my fucking breakout player.
Oh wow!
It's all good. Just go ahead, Sammer. It's fine.
My bad, dude. I forgot. We kept on moving along.
Gloss right over me, bro. It's
all
fine.
right, Latte. Go ahead.
Sammer, why don't you stop him right now and just do the Manscaped read? Just do the Manscaped read right now.
Do the Manscaped read. Go ahead, bro. I just.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of getting our hands on our balls, you guys should get your hands on your balls, and your ladies will probably want to get their hands on your balls more. I mean, why not give them some nice balls to fucking play with? Go to manscaped.com. Use the discount code BABYOIL. Save 20% off anything on the site, even if it's already discounted, and free shipping. Donnie Abraham loves to take care of his balls. He takes care of them. Any ball he's touched, he's kept. Stank says he loves balls. SMB loves to get his hands on balls. Make sure that your balls are ready to be touched and that your lady or guy friend are happy to touch them as well. Go to manscaped.com. Show us some love. Show them some love and check it out. Send us a screenshot of your purchase.
Whoa!
Receipt.
What?
All right.
Oh yeah. We made. Listen, we made an executive decision without you had a family meeting. Sorry, Stinker.
That's right, Stinker.
Go ahead.
Show me your receipt. Send it to us on Twitter. DM it to us. Whatever. However you get it to us, and we will send you a discount code. Actually, no, not a discount code. We will send you a Deuces Super Bowl t-shirt with the ring, everything. We'll get your size. We'll ship it out. Stank, that's your job, by the way. You're going to be in charge of shipping them all out.
That's fine. Sammer, are you saying that they have to DM us proof that they've manscaped their balls? Is that what you're asking?
Also, this is how you do it. Send me and Latte a picture of the receipt, and then send Stank a picture of your freshly shaved balls. And then you win a t-shirt. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how I
don't want that.
Donnie, by the way, before I forget, Donnie, you have a Manscaped package on the way over to your house. By the way,
you said that to him like 3 shows ago.
It's coming.
3 shows ago.
Oh wow, man! Christmas, New Year's, all that kind of shit. Go fuck yourself, man.
My balls were thank you.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
No, and as Sammer was saying, I'm just piggybacking off of that. Your receipt does not include any of your credit card information on that. It just includes your address, which we need to ship you the shirt. Okay, so screenshot it, send it to Sammer. You get a fucking Super Bowl Deuces ring shirt. I mean, fucking shit.
Hey, Latte, cool. I got a segue though. Speaking of ball management, you mounted me at your house the other day, and I gotta say, it was smooth. It was a smooth transition.
Very smooth.
Almost as good as this transition. Latte, who is your breakout player of the game?
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Wow, like almost like I broke out my balls, right? Like I broke them out. Cool.
Almost.
My breakout player of the game this week. So listen, I wanted to go with Ant-Man because it's low-hanging fruit. I like that SMU pick.
I'm kind of a low-hanging fruit guy.
I want to say 54 replays, but I'm going to go with a freshly extended, long, curly, luscious, big 360 pounds of fucking greasy fucking Bex oil, mayonnaise on pizza, Loose Cannon's Hall of Fame fucking guest, Vita motherfucking Vea, who, by the way, does the backstroke in the end zone while everybody else is doing the rowboat. Amazing. I mean, how could you not love this guy?
While he's singing, what can I say except you're welcome?
Yeah, I literally texted him. I was like, the backstroke though, and he's like, laugh out loud. I had to. Like the backstroke, bro.
Dude, when he gets a sack, he should just stand up like Maui and do the whole fucking "you're welcome" and just walk back into the huddle.
I really like the lawnmower thing, by the way, which I didn't get at first. I was like, he's mowing lawns. I'm like, oh, he's mowing over these motherfuckers. Oh,
mowing them down, dude. Mowing them the fuck down.
But hey, Vita Vea on defense. Nobody gave offense. Vita Vea on defense, and I think because of the way Philly plays defense, they keep everything in front of them. They don't allow big plays. I mean, it's fucking Gronky, baby. Gronky's gonna get busy. Gronk. Does it not look funny? He looks like a robot. He separates somehow, and then he's just like.
Dude, Philadelphia's defense has given up the most touchdowns to the tight ends than anyone in the fucking league, right? I think it's like 14 or 15 touchdowns to the fucking tight end. That's crazy. You just happen to have the best tight end in the history of the fucking NFL.
Hey, then using Donnie's argument, does that mean 80 catches a touchdown this week?
I was just about to say that. Stank, the last time he actually did something was against Philly. He had like 6 catches. Somebody in the chat get it for us. We have beautiful guests.
Juicy the Philly killer?
He had I think he had 6, 7 catches. He had a screen thing. He fucking went off. Don't you guys not remember he stiff armed somebody and like took their soul?
Mushed somebody? I love it.
Mushed them. He had a great game.
I was kind of going towards that in that question before you interrupted me to try to get your breakout player or some nonsense. And I was going to ask Donnie about the guys, like they're going to bracket cover. They're going to have Slay on Mike, and they're going to probably bracket and roll coverage towards Mike Evans. They're going to take Mike Evans out of the game as much as they can when he's an outside receiver. I'm sure the Bucs will move him around. They'll get him his touches. But that only means that those moments, other guys got to step up. Guys like Tyler Johnson, Perryman, if Cyril Grayson somehow plays, and Scotty Miller. So I was going to say that the possibility of a Tyler Johnson day happening is not actually that far out of the realm of possibility, because I do think he could, if he's one of those guys, has to step up. 2 plays here, 1 play here, some toe drag swag, some shit like that. That's what I was going to say. I was going to ask Donnie, what do you think of those guys having to step up and how important it is for them to do so?
Absolutely. That whole group is part of the other guys. Somebody has to step up because like you said, they're going to have a game plan to take away what we do best. So some of the other guys are going to have to step up. Gronk is going to have a big game as usual. But I'm saying that's what the playoffs is all about. I mean, our main guys has carried the load for feel like 25 weeks. That's how long the season is. So when they get in the playoffs, they're going to make their plays, but they're also going to need other guys to step up, because when you get in the playoffs, you have to pay attention to pitch count as well too. The number of plays, the time of possession. Okay, because that's very important in the playoffs. If we start off and our offense is running like 30-something plays to their 10 plays, I mean, it's going to be over. It's going to be over because in the playoffs, you can't sustain that many plays in the playoff because your body will not let you. So it's going to be important for our offense to take long drives. And it's going to be important for our defense to get 3 and outs and get off the field.
I just like, let's go ahead and dominate the first 2 quarters. Bring Gabbert and the backups in, and then we just rest them for the second half of every game.
Was it you, Stank, that tweeted that out, or somebody else did? But I like it. I just don't like the person. Somebody said Dean gets a 90-yard or 80-yard touchdown return for
92-yard touchdown.
90-yard touchdown return. I don't know if it's going to be Dean, but I don't know why. Listen, ever since the Manscaped ad, my balls have been tingling, and you guys know my balls tingling is like a spidey sense. Yeah. I call out those turnovers. I feel it, guys, in deep down here. I feel
Donnie,
a defensive touchdown. A defensive touchdown. I feel it.
Last home game we were at, he looks at me, he goes, my balls are tingling. Fucking interception, dude. Next fucking play. Unbelievable, dude.
I'm not kidding. I'm not. It's a gift. It's a blessing and a curse because I'm like, oh shit.
The guy's balls are somehow connected to our defensive back's hands. I don't know how it's done. They're somehow connected.
Yeah.
But I find it a little intriguing that you mentioned that time of possession thing. Last time we played the Philadelphia Eagles, I remember texting you that night, dude. We are fucking dominating time of possession. Their defense can't get off the field, and we were dominating that game until they flipped the script on us. And that, you mentioned it now again against the same Philadelphia Eagles. I think we, like you said, I totally agree. We dominate this game if we dominate time of possession. It's funny that you brought it up because it was the same thing that happened the first matchup.
Absolutely. If that same thing happened, I mean, this is the playoffs. I mean, they're gonna fold. They're gonna fall down. I mean, it's gonna be done. I mean, if we start off like we did last time, it'll be over.
I know Saber hates this saying. Saber, I need a shirt. The poppy tingle.
I know, man. It's just like a set of like footballs just hanging there, all fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Tingle.
Yeah, I'm all shiny.
Listen,
we've been talking a lot about the. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, listen. It's really simple. It's really simple. We shut down the run, which is what we do. I said this. I feel like it's deja vu of week 6, 7, whatever it was when we played them. We shut down the run. We put him in long yardage distance to convert, and we tee off. And he's not. If you're going to make him drop back and beat us by passing the ball, that's not going to happen. It's just not. It didn't happen when we were down to our 3rd and 4th string corners. It just, we got CD back. Like, it's just not going to happen. We shut down the run. We put him in positions where, like Donnie said, we start teeing off on his ass, and he has to start looking down. And I mean, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. But if we follow that and we play the way we're capable, this should not even be a thing.
You know what other kind of pressure we need to put on Jalen Hurts? We need to put points up on offense.
Yes, make them chase.
Put scoreboard pressure on them. So you make them one dimensional in that realm as well, because then they need to pass the ball to catch up, and that's not what they do well. And then cornerbacks like Donnie can get their more balls on their hands. It's just it's a beautiful thing that the defensive line can pin their ears back.
Yeah. And I think what's going to be big too is we've done this last year, so they have confidence. They know what to expect. They know how the game's going to be. We've done it. We got confidence. We got one of the best leaders in the history of football in Tom Brady. They're going to be ready. I just hope being at home doesn't make us too comfortable,
But I think Tom helps.
I agree.
Tom helps.
I agree with that, Donnie. I mean, everybody says it, right? In the playoffs, the speed's faster, the intensity's faster, the focus is faster. You have a rookie coaching staff on that side with a lot of young players and a young receiving core that has never been to this kind of intensity, this level of play. You mix that in with the coaching staff and the players. You mix that in across the sideline. You got Tom fucking Brady, who you said earlier has seen everything. You have Bruce Arians. My God, why am I blanking? Tom Moore. I mean, Clyde Christensen. I mean, you Leftwich. Guys with they forgot more football than Jalen and that coaching staff knows.
How dare you put Leftwich into that discussion? Anyways, continue.
I'm talking about from an experience standpoint, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay. Come on, Stank. Maybe
execute.
Man.
By the way, you need to shut the fuck up because you went with little dick energy right to the guy and said, Mr. Leftwich, I just want to say I'm sorry and thank you so much for bringing the Super Bowl to Tampa. Everything I said about you, I take back. And he was like,
I apologize, bro. When I talk shit and I'm wrong,
hey, shut your mouth.
It wouldn't be the same if I didn't talk shit again. It wouldn't be the same if I didn't talk again.
He looked at you right in your eyes like you were the dumb kid, and he was like, it's okay, I needed it.
Dude,
he said I needed it. He said I needed to hear that.
The best was when he walked away, and I looked back at Byron. Byron was laughing, and all you could hear, boom.
That's the sound you hear in your head all the time. I know.
No, that's the sound. That's how I know you're about to enter the room.
That's the soundtrack to Snake's life, bro.
That's how I know you're about to enter the fucking room, dude.
Brushing his teeth.
Okay, another thing we didn't talk about, man. On offense, you're talking about moving along, getting some points. That Tom Brady's going to have his guy Lenny back, and Lenny fucking torched this team last time we played for like 127 yards of total offense between the ground and catching passes. Yeah,
it was literally Lenny and OJ. It was all Lenny and OJ that game.
Yeah, I mean, and we played that game without Gronk. So imagine what Gronk's going to do. I mean, I feel like the Bucs are kind of primed to take advantage of this Eagles defense, which I don't think is all that great. They have a couple of decent corners. I'm a fan of Slay, but I mean, other than that, I really don't see how, unless they fucking implode, this offense should dictate the game, and then the Bucs defense will have fun. And remember, Todd Bowles has a couple extra pages at the back of that playbook that he doesn't even fucking open until playoff time. He goes, January opens up, he goes, whoosh. All right, what are these fucking things? Oh shit, look at all these fucking blitzes that no one's seen all fucking season. Go fuck them up, guys. And they fuck them up. I'm ready for that shit. It's happening, dude. The defense is gonna fuck shit up this postseason. I'm fucking ready. Todd's ready.
Sam, read that super chat, bro. I read the
Eagles fans bringing up the final score from the last game and how they were close. Ignore the PS secondary Bucks practice squad secondary the Bucks had, which had 2 50-plus yard pass interferences. Yeah, Latte touched on it. Absolutely. They don't fucking score 2 of those fucking touchdowns and get them back in the game, like Latte said. They don't get those fucking, and one of them was kind of bogus, honestly. I thought one was some horse shit, but whatever.
And then at the end, people say, "Oh, well, they ran the ball on you in the second half." Jamel Dean literally came out in postgame and said, "Yeah, we were in dime. We let them. We wanted them to run the ball.
Run the clock. Yeah.
Kill the clock, bitch. We don't care."
Yeah, it's all good, man. Whatever. Fuck, dude. Fuck Philly.
Fuck them.
Fuck Philly with a PH, because Donnie's
no PHs.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Donnie being a pretty good Christian, whatnot. Religious.
Pretty good. He's an exceptional Christian.
Wow, way better than
us. Who are you to judge how good of a
Christian? Well, because he hangs out with us once a week, so that brings it down a little. Okay. So I was gonna say,
hey, no. It brings him up because he's trying to save the lost.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We are lost. He's sent here for us, not the other way around.
So this is like a mission. Yeah. All right, I got you. Okay, I got it. So I was gonna ask Donnie now, completely unrelated to this matchup. All right. Good Christian man, very religious guy. What are your thoughts on a teammate bringing in not only a hoe to the hotel room, but a toilet licking hoe? I mean, what are your thoughts on that nonsense, Donnie?
And then talk all that noise, Donnie, and just go 30 seconds, bro.
Besides all that,
Donnie's gonna pass on this question.
I just want to know what
Donnie's
Donnie,
not touching this.
What kind of religious knowledge or discussion would you have with a fellow like that on your team who dares bring a toilet licking hoe into the hotel room?
I don't think you can have a discussion with somebody like that on your team. All I can say is that person deserves to not be on the team.
Would you pray for them, Donnie? Would you pray for that person?
Absolutely. You pray for everybody.
There you go.
You hope everybody get better, whatever they're going through. You hope everybody can pull through it. So yes.
Would you pray for the toilet licking hoe?
Of course, he said everybody.
He said everybody, bro.
I want to know. Hey, I gotta get it down so I know what to put in the article.
Especially the toilet licking hoe. What are you talking about?
I need to know what to put on the headline.
That she stopped licking toilets.
Hey, Donnie Abraham prays that hoe will stop licking toilet seats.
I'll read this one.
Leo with another super chat. I predict the 49ers upset. I think just like last year, Bucs want revenge on the Rams and hope they come to Ray J, especially with Stafford playing like shit. He does have 9 interceptions in the last 5 games. He threw 2 last game. So he has 10 interceptions in the last 5 games. Holy shit.
Dude, you know what I would do?
Turn to Jameis Winston.
If the Rams come to town, you know what I would do if I'm the Bucs? I fucking find all the toilet licking hoes and I send them to the Rams hotel. Okay? OBJ has a little history with some toilet and hose as well. All right, he wants to be the toilet.
No, he has history with he wants to get,
he wants to be the toilet, right? So what better than getting you a hoe that already licks some toilets? Listen, I would do it. It's a little gamesmanship, but maybe Donnie wouldn't. But
Tampa has no shortage of temptation, bro. So bring him here.
Yeah, toilet licking hoes everywhere. Donnie, I'm just glad that you gave us the headline for the show. Donnie Abraham prays that hoe will no longer lick toilets. That's perfect. You know how many newspapers we're going to sell?
I'm pretty sure we're about to get out of here, Donnie. We're not going to give our score predictions because we have a show tomorrow, a show on Friday. We got a bunch of fucking shows for you guys. Oh, baby, the playoffs are back. Whoa! My balls are tingling again. I felt like this whole fucking this whole season was just like foreplay. Does any other Bucs fans feel that way? Like, we got super bougie, super fast. Like, it's like we're supposed to make the playoffs. Dude, like Donnie said, like the veterans, can we just get to the part where it gets good, like the playoffs?
We've been edging all season, dude. We've been edging all season. I'm ready to fucking explode. Let's go.
We're not giving our predictions because we're going to give them later, probably on Fan Friday. What are your predictions, Donnie? Because, I mean, this is it, baby. We ain't going to see you until win or lose. We ain't going to see you until after this. So, woo, what you got?
I got the Bucs 34-17.
Woo! I like that, man.
That's all right.
Donnie made my balls tingle.
We're going to double them up.
Double them up.
So when does Blaine Gabbert come in this game, Donnie? Because we're undefeated when Blaine Gabbert plays.
if he comes in, it's gonna be in the fourth quarter when he gets in.
Third quarter, got it.
Oh.
Third quarter, got it. I love it. Hey guys, everybody in the fucking chat. Thank you so much.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like.
Hit the like button. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. You will not regret this decision. Trust me, we are fucking amazing. If I have to say so myself, but I am very humble. I am very humble.
I've heard it somewhere else, and it's like, it really doesn't cost you anything to just hit. It's free. It's free to subscribe.
Yep.
By the way,
hey, pick up your wife's phone, like it on hers, subscribe on hers, do all those things.
Snoop to her phone. Make sure she's not doing anything behind any tomfoolery behind your back too.
Does your wife even have a phone, Sam? I thought she was allowed.
All of my ladies have phones.
Flip phones. Flip phones.
They are given 20 minutes each night to go through the social media and do what they got to do. All right, and then we pray.
Hey,
we all pray
114 people. 114 people in here. I just want to say one more time before we get out of here. Don't leave yet, guys. I see the deuces and I love it. But 6 months since, rest in peace, Mark Cook. He hated the Eagles just as much as we do. He understood the rivalry. And we're back in the playoffs, man. I'm glad he got to see the Super Bowl. I know he's watching from up there. We fucking miss you, Cookie. We love you. And just rest in peace. And let's go get this W for Cookie. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like that a lot. Yes, sir. And guys, like Latte said, we are back tomorrow. And we're also back Friday night. So that's 3 nights in a row. And, of course, a lovely post-game show celebrating our wild card victory against fuck Philly. Fuck them.
Hey, you want to tease who's coming on tomorrow real quick?
No, I'm not. Donnie, let's end this show with you giving us a fuck Philly, please.
Hey, Donnie, he's going to Photoshop that shit in later. Like,
come on, Donnie. Come on.
Just put the track on. Fuck Philly. I heard him.
There you go.
Is it Blake Rarians? The Drake Rary that's coming up?
You mean the guest that's coming on tomorrow? Does it rhyme? Does it rhyme with Blake Jarians?
No. Jake is coming on Friday night. Jake will be here for Fan Friday. The return of Jake Arians.
All right. He's taking phone calls?
Jake? He's taking phone calls?
You're going to be able to call Jake?
Hey, you motherfuckers better flood our damn voicemails and call the show.
Good.
It's gonna be epic. He's the return of Jake. Yep. Holy shit!
Make sure you guys go on Twitter. Follow me. Follow Latte. Follow Donnie Iceman Abraham.
Follow me. I need some more follows, man.
Yeah,
follow
man,
Donnie, bro.
He's a fucking legend. He's
underscore twice Iceman 21. Let's go.
There you go.
Make sure you send Donnie those Manscaped photos too, y'all.
And make sure you go to Steak's Twitter. Go to Steak's Twitter account and check out the fucking fuck Philly fan laws, because those are non-negotiable and they're a big deal this week, guys. Big fucking deal. I better not see anybody with a fucking cheesesteak sandwich out there and tailgate.
Hey, Jonas is saying, "Do you remember my question for Jake?" I don't know. I don't even remember. He doesn't remember what he fucking ate for breakfast. He's
literally have no idea. I have to look at a sticker next to my nightstand in the morning just to remember my wife's name, bro. I don't remember anything you said.
Facts. Jonas, call the show on Friday. You can ask Jake directly. Number one. Number two. He promised my son a ticket to this game and then just forgot, and then turned around and promised it to freaking Sammer's son and forgot about that too. So, and then gave it to a friend and then told his father. He promised 4 people and forgot about it. All that was like, what is wrong with this guy? You can't count on him.
Donnie, make sure you pray for these liars right here, bro.
Wow.
Pray for these liars.
I will.
Wow. We're liars. Wow. Pray for the guy that woke up Shaq Barrett's baby and pissed him off.
Yep.
Pray for him.
He came on the show though. He still came on the show.
Listen,
because of our connection with Jason Light.
When we get Donnie on the show, I feel like I'm more of a wholesome human being after these shows. You know that?
You need it. That's the problem.
Wow. Saying that, man. Wow.
He's coming at you, bro.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I'm gonna pray for you though, Stank. I'm gonna pray for you.
Hey, okay, I like it.
I need it too. I need it too.
Pray for you. I'm not gonna pray for Donnie. Donnie's he's up here.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for the big beautiful barbershop.
Donnie doesn't need more prayer. He's fucking solid.
Big beautiful barbershop.
I'm gonna pray for the big beautiful barbershop. Hey, why don't you share your screen and show me what you've been working on since you said you worked on it? I guarantee you there's nothing done. I guarantee you there's not even the beginning of it.
Hey, he started working on 2 T-shirts during the show though.
Exactly.
No, we can't do those. Sorry. We can't release those shirts. I want to, but I really like the Donnie shirt. What was it again? Every game is a rivalry game.
Every game is a rivalry game.
Yeah, that's solid shit, dude.
It's cold. That's cold right there, bro.
Dude, that's
ice
cold. Yeah, it should be like it'll just be all iced up lettering and whatnot.
Iced up, bro.
That's right. Yeah, I like it. I like
solid,
it,
man. Donnie,
let's get her done.
I noticed you showing some love for the Bay with the hat, man. You guys out there, show some love to our sponsors, Sauce and Wings, For the Bay Clothing, and also Bootleggers Brewing. We got some cool stuff we'll announce tomorrow and Friday in terms of the tailgate. And for those of you who are not going to the game, where you can watch it and have some fun too. Donnie, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you dealing with all the shenanigans.
Always a pleasure, man. I enjoy it.
All right, man. Go
Peace.
Bucs. See you guys
Fuck
later.
Philly.
Fuck
Philly.
Fuck the Eagles.